Welcome to Not My Reality. I'm your host as always, Vince Stradamus. Thank you for joining us for this one. We're going to talk about almonds. Yep, almonds. They're crunchy, they're delicious, and they're nutritious. They taste good, and they're hugely profitable for the state of California. Sounds great, right? In theory, yes. But there seems to be a dark secret no one's talking about. Are almonds destroying California and more? The California almond groves produce 80% of the world's almond crops. In 2020, the California almond industry churned out 3 billion pounds of the nut, 18% more than it did just a year earlier in 2019. That's good news for the industry, but catastrophic news for the environment. Let me explain. As it's a parody. If you don't have a sense of humor, go. Welcome. Is this my reality? Is this your reality? Let's talk about water. Good old H2O. Now the water footprint of one single California almond is 3.2 gallons. Think of that. Picture that in your head. That's equal to 1 million gallons per acre per year. Meaning that per year, almonds guzzle enough H2O to supply all of the households in all of Los Angeles and San Diego and San Francisco Bay. And almond producers will do anything to get that water, including outbidding entire cities, which to me seems pretty tough, but I digress. Almond farming is responsible for 10% of California's water consumption, more than all of Los Angeles, so it plays a significant role in water depletion. Almond producers are also drilling deeper into the soil, using well water that is saltier and in some cases laced with naturally occurring arsenic, which is poison, the consumption of which has been linked to heart disease and cancer. The situation is so dire that the San Joaquin Valley is actually sinking due to this water depletion. Lack of water, moreover, is wreaking havoc on California's ecosystem, threatening geese, ducks, and certain native fish populations, and provoking many more wildfires. More serious still, because almond farming doesn't allow for crop rotation, it destroys the soil that it uses, contributing to the desertification of California, a state whose economy is dependent on this agriculture. Support the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. And why is it called almond milk? Because nobody can say nut juice with a straight face. And what about the bees, man? Look, as if sucking California dry wasn't serious enough, California's almond industry is also killing off bees. Like, a lot of bees. Almond growers in California, they rent about 1.5 million colonies of honeybees a year, without which they couldn't pollinate their trees. The bees they use are dying at an alarming rate, wiping out as much as 12% of the beekeepers' industry in a matter of months. Why? Well, part of this has to do with the enormous amount of fungicides and insecticides that almond growers use. Did you hear that? In particular, an herbicide called glyphosate. Say that with me, children. Glyphosate, which is lethal to bees and pretty much everything else on this planet. Although these substances were deemed to be safe. In 2019, Ohio State University researchers reported that these chemicals were indeed lethal to bee larvae. It's glyphosate. Really? All right, that's not enough. Let's get on to the next thing. These almonds. Let's talk about autism and why so many kids are getting autism at an alarming rate. But let's never talk about what's actually causing the autism, right? Newsflash, the California almond industry's use of pesticides, it isn't just dangerous to bees, Research suggests that it's also dangerous to local human communities. The same herbicide, glyphosate, that's been killing California's bees, for example, has been linked to cancer and particularly to lymphoma in humans. The problems, they don't stop there. The Pesticide Action Network has found traces of 9 pesticides in almonds. You hear that, people? There's 9 pesticides in your almonds. That's your eating healthy, including, oh wow, I don't even know if I can say these words. Just trust me, there's 9 of these friggin' things in there. All right, and these chemicals, these pesticides, they were found in 35.7% of the almonds it's studied. So it's so dangerous to brain development that activist groups in California, they're seeking to ban its use completely. In fact, scientific studies based specifically on people living in California's agricultural region have positively linked the prenatal exposure to these chemicals with a higher probability of autism. My God, people, when are we gonna wake up? We've been looking at SIDS too. Okay. And the moral of this story, think twice before eating these almonds. Have you ever noticed whenever anything is called healthier, better, greener, that there's always some catch? Always. And while we're at it, it's not milk, right? I don't give up what they label it. Almond milk is not milk. So, okay, if I squeeze coffee beans, is that now coffee milk? Get the fuck out of here with that. What do you think about the whole almond conundrum? Leave a comment down below. Let's get the fuck out of here. I gotta press it home. Let's go make some milk. You gotta have to make milk. Let's go.